One of the quirkier things about being an artist is having to clean up after yourself. So I wanted to show basically people who study painting with me, my students, how I have to clean up in between each one of my sessions after I've let the paint dry out. And some of the things that I want you to notice is how much paint I'm willing to throw away in order to keep the painting fresh and also not to spoil the new stuff. Now, I found this old stereo cabinet and I took the doors off it, and they were sheets of glass, and I have them placed on top of a wooden board on top of a rolling cart. And the cleaning process is basically a process of scraping everything down as much as you can with these plastering knives, and then using the big wedge-shaped plastering knife that I've actually even sharpened up with a piece of sandpaper, rubbing it as if it was like a whetstone, and scraping all of the paint down. And it's about a 10 to 15 minute process, and it's kind of a meditation when you're doing it. So I'm going to speed it up, and I'm going to show you some of the things that it takes to get the surface prepared. So now you've got everything scraped all the way down, and the tools that you're using, that you're going to be mixing paint with, also need to be cleaned up when you're done with getting everything scraped all the way down. Now the knives are pretty sharp, and so you're going to want to place them flat on the table and also try to push away from you so that you don't scrape towards yourself, otherwise you can get scratched. Sometimes I've actually cut myself with these knives and with the razor blades, so you want to be careful and think that you're actually using real knives that have sharpened edges, because the more you scrape them against one another, the sharper they'll become after a while. Okay, so you're going to get it as clean as you possibly can by scraping the knives down and then scraping the glass surface down. After you've gotten everything as clean as you possibly can with these knives, then you're going to have to switch over to razor blades. And the way that I use them, it is a little bit more dangerous, but it's the only way that I think kind of works. And what I'm talking about specifically is that I sort of use the razor blade by scraping it back towards me, which obviously it could flip off or jump off of the glass top and hit you in the leg or something like that. So if there's a way you can use it where you're scraping away from yourself, that's pretty good. But I've always really hated using those razor holders because they get so gunked up. And once I use the razor blade for a while, it is so dulled out and it's so dirty that I just throw it away. So I buy those 100 packs of razor blades to get everything clean. And this is really all of the work that it takes to get to literally squeezing the paint out onto the glass palette and then starting to work. So cleaning up is probably the most important part. And in the next video, what I'd like to do is literally discuss how the palette and the knives and everything should be set up.